everyone, this is lesson 3. This lesson goals is review factoring quadratic polynomials, review canceling and simplifying rational expression, review adding, unadding fractions with the same denominator, define the business term average cost, and write the average cost two ways. Okay, so the first one we have, this is revenue. The revenue equal to that. Then we had last time the revenue equal to price times quantity, right? Okay, then let's denote price as P, and Q is the X quantity, right? Okay, now revenue in that case is 300 x minus x squared. Now, we want to express the price of items, right? So solve for P, solve for P, right? Solve for P. Okay, then we divide by x both sides. Okay, that will be P equal to 300x minus x squared all over x. That means 300x over x minus x squared over x. We can simplify, right? So x over x and then x and x. So we will have 300 minus x. This is the price of the item. Is okay? All right. Now, evaluating x equal to 4, yeah. Which one is easier? So absolutely, this is more easier, right? Why? Because less work, right? Less term, easier. Because less term. And only the linear, right? The numerator, denominator. And then the left side, we have a quadratic, yeah? So quadratic. And quadratic, right? So quadratic. That's correct? Yeah. This is not correct. Quadratic. And this is a linear. Okay. So let's solve. Oh, they ask us evaluate, right? So let's evaluate. So 4 squared plus 9 times 4 plus 14 over 4 squared plus 10 times 4 plus 21. And this one will be 4 plus 2 over 4 plus 3, right? Okay, so let me calculate. 9 times 4 plus 14. So this is 66. And 10 times 4 and 21. So this is 77, right? So if we simplify, then 6 over 7. And this will be also 6 over 7, right? Yeah. Okay, now let's solve this one. Looking at their x is common there, so every term. So let's factor out with x. So x squared plus factor out with x. That means we divide by x, right? So if we divide by x, think so there will be x squared plus x minus 30 equal to 0, right? Now we need to factor out with the two binomial, right? So that, okay. Then what's the factor of negative 30 and their sum is 1. So what number is that? So there is 6 and 5, right? So one is a negative, one is a positive. So then we can make it negative 6 times positive 5, which is negative 30. Oops. And the middle term is a positive, so opposite, right? So there will be positive, negative. Make sense? Okay, let's check that always. So this is a positive 6x, and this is negative 5x, whose sum is a positive 1x, right? Okay, very good. Now, what's the x? X equal to 0, x plus 6 equal to 0, there will be x equal to negative 6, and x minus 5 equal to 0, that is x equal to 5. So we have 3 solution. X equal to 0, x equal to negative 6, and then x equal to 5. Okay, now the next one. So we have a revenue 1000 minus 145 p squared, and then p is the price of item, and then we need to look for number of unit demanded, right? So here, so like a first one, we have revenue equal to price times quantity, right? Okay, let's make equal to price as a P, the first letter, and quantity X, right? Now, what's the revenue? Revenue in that case is 1000 P minus 140 P squared. Okay, let's solve for X, right? So for X, okay, that is divide by P both sides. So it will be X equal to, we have experience, so let's do this way. 1000 P over P minus 140 P over P. Then there will be 1000 minus, oh, missing something. Squared, right? So missing squared. So squared. So we get 140p, right? Okay, in the homework, like this is the first part, second part, use the above to find the number of unit demanded when the market price is, let me just denote the $4, okay? All right, then we have x equal to 1000 minus 140p, then p, which is the price, is $4, so 1000 minus 140p, so p is 4, then when you calculate, that would be 420. That is the 420 number of units demanded. All right? Okay, let's go This one, factoring quadratic. So once again, we need to think factor over 12 means times factor over 12. So one number we make a product to make a 12. At the same time, we add them to get 8. So think about that. Okay, that is a 6 and 2, right? So we have x times x, which is x squared, and then 6 and 2. So 6 and 2 means positive, positive, right? So let's check always. Check it out, right? So positive 6x, positive 2x to make 8x, right? Very good. Now, once again, think two numbers we multiply to get the negative 16. Then must be one number is negative, right? At the same time, we need to think we add that negative 15. Okay, so x times x, what number is this? Negative 16 plus 1, right? Let's check that. Negative 16x plus 1x, which is negative 15x, right? Okay, how about this? This one, we can say that they have common factor, which is x, each term, right? So let's factor out with x, then 16 minus 1. Is it correct? 16x. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, now, next one, look, each term has factor is 2, so let's factor out 2. So x squared minus 2x minus 15, there will be 2. Let's make a binomial factor. So in that case, we need to think, right? So think two numbers multiplying with a negative 15. At the same time, we added that equal to negative 2. What is that? Which is x times x to make x squared, and then negative 5 plus 3, right? Okay, now we can simplify this one, right? So we can use the quotient of exponent, right? So we have a to the n power over a to the n, then a to the n minus n, right? We can use that. Or simply we can just simplify, right? So we have 8 and 7. So there is 1, 7, and 1. So there will be 6, right? So 11 over 22. There will be, let me rewrite everything. So 11 times 1. So let me just leave 11. And then 8 to the 7 power 8. And then b to the 1 power, and then b to the 6 power. It's okay with you? You guys know what I'm doing? And 22, I want to factor out 2 times 11, and then a to the 7 power, b, right? Okay, now I want to simplify this way. Then we get a b to the 6 power over 2. That's it, right? Okay, now this one we can factor out. So once again, the product of two numbers to make a 72. At the same time, we need to think add two numbers gives the negative 17. One number is next. So 8 and 9. So middle number is the negative. So we have to have a -8 and -9, right? So there will be x times x, which is x squared, -9, -8, right? Over, okay, x squared minus 64, we should know this formula. Now, let me write down here, note. We have a squared minus b squared. There will be a minus b, a plus b. Okay, how do you check? You can multiply, right? Then you get this one. Okay, that means in that case, a equal to x. So let me write down a equal to x squared minus a squared. So that will be x minus 8, x plus 8 in that case, right? So there will be x minus 8. Let me rewrite it this way, x minus 8. So we can simplify. So we will get x minus 9 over x plus 8. Okay? All right. How about this? Adding, subtracting fractions. So adding, subtracting, we have to have a common denominator. Common denominator, right? So common denominator. Check. Common denominator. Okay, so saving it. All right, so the first one has same denominator, so we can add only the numerator, right? So there will be 3 plus 5 over 7, which is 8 over 7. Okay, second one as well. So common denominator is x, and 2 minus x, 3x, right? Okay, we cannot do anything, right? Yeah, we cannot subtract because non-return, right? How about the third one? Third one is common denominator is x, and 900 minus 3x plus x squared, right? Okay, so numerator we cannot factor out. Can factor. All right, next one. Single ratio. So 8 over 7. Yeah. And then we're going back to the first one. So that will be 2 over x minus 3x over x, right? That will be 2 over x. We can simplify this one. So we will have 3. And then third one, that will be 900 over x minus 3x over x plus x squared over x, right? That is common denominator as x, right? So that will be it's a 900 over x minus, we can simplify. So we have 3 plus, and this one simplify, so we have x, yeah? I didn't make a mistake, right? Okay. This one, so we have average cost. They said that don't get confused with the total cost. Yeah, total cost is average cost, right? Okay, how do I get the average cost? So they denote bar in there, right? So we read C bar. C bar of X. How about that? Okay, then average cost is C over X over X. So what is the C over X? We had a total cost function last time, right? And then X, which is quantity. Okay, now we have unit of average cost. So dollar per item. Okay? All right, let's do this one. If total cost is this one, right? The cost function, then find the average cost C bar of X. Okay, C bar of X. Here we go, right? So let me just copy. Copy that. Okay, now just so this will be C of X, which is 900 minus 3X plus X squared all over X. That means common denominator, right? X means in the denominator means common denominator. So we can split one single fraction. So 900 over X minus 3X over X plus X squared over X. Looks like we did earlier, right? Okay, we can simplify. So there will be 900 over X minus 3 plus X. Yeah, so they say that as a single fraction and sum of a simplified fraction. This is a single fraction as a sum of simplified fraction. So single fraction as a sum of simplified fractions. Okay. This is the last one. Oh, there's two. Okay, so those are last one. Company's average cost per unit when X units are produced is defined to be average cost that the first one express the average cost of formula as a single fraction. Okay, single fraction. So we have to make a common denominator. Common denominator. Okay, so means oh my god. Okay, forget it. Means express common denominator. Okay, so we have average cost. So C bar over X equal to 4,000 over X plus 95 plus 0.2X. Okay, common denominator is X, so X. Now, since we make a common denominator, we multiply by 1, right? So X over X, here too. Okay, there will be 4,000, and then common denominator is X. So we make a plus 95X plus 0.2X squared, right? Okay, now let's write an expression that gives a company's total cost. Total cost. What's the total cost? So we had average, let me write down. So average cost, yeah, here we go. How about this one? Average cost. Copy. Oh, man. Okay, how about this one? So this is the one, right? Copy. That one. Oh my God. Okay, let me write down. Okay, so average cost, which is total cost over quantity, right? Okay, then this is average cost. We have copy. Okay, then there will be, this will be total cost, right? So this is the total cost. So total cost 4,000 plus 95x plus 0.2x squared. For your reference, this is the quantity, right? Quantity. AN. All right. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye.